Dear students, you are again welcome with the next video of module 3. This is third module. Its title is Industrial Sector of Pakistan, and we are discussing the last topic of this module, which is the concluding topic of this module, that is key issues in the industry of Pakistan or industrial sector of Pakistan. In the last video we had started to discuss those issues. I had listed down the different areas of issues which we'll discuss in our video lectures, and we had discussed the first two areas. We'll discuss the further issues in today's video. Let's start with the textile industry. The textile industry. Once we discuss or we take the name of industrial sector of Pakistan, the immediately coming idea to the mind is the textile sector, because textile sector of Pakistan holds a very important position in our economy. It has very important characteristics. It has very important contribution in terms of employment, in terms of value added, in terms of contribution to this sector towards the exports. So we have extensive contribution of exports from this textile sector. This is the highest value added contributor towards the manufacturing sector, that is 26% in 2005 and 6, and about 1/3 of the entire manufactured employment was in textile sector, again in 2005-6 statistics. So the textile sector holds a very important position in our economy. It has a more employment potential. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग सेक्टर में बहुत बड़ा कंट्रीब्यूशन जो है एम्प्लॉयमेंट का वो टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर में है. वैल्यू एडेड मैन्युफैक्चरर्स का कंट्रीब्यूशन जो टेक्सटाइल का है वो भी बहुत बड़ा है, एंड इट हैज़ स्ट्रॉन्ग एक्सपोर्ट पोटेंशियल एज वेल. So what are the issues in textile industry? First of all, textile sector of Pakistan was highly concentrated amongst few industrial houses. That means the ownership of textile or manufacturing enterprises was with few industrial owners only. That means that ownership was concentrated. Now the number of installed spindles that grew with the passage of time, whereas the percentage of working spindles has been lower than 1950s and 60s. Although अगर हम देखें वक्त के साथ साथ तो नंबर ऑफ स्पिंडल्स जो है वो इंक्रीज हुए हैं, सब्सटैंशियल इंक्रीज हमें नज़र आता है, बट द परसेंटेज जो एक्चुअली वर्किंग स्पिंडल्स हैं वो 1950s और 60s से भी लोअर है पाकिस्तान में इस वक्त. नाउ कमिंग टू द लूम सेक्टर, टेक्सटाइल के एक बहुत बड़ा जो है वो कंट्रीब्यूटर है लूम सेक्टर. अब लूम सेक्टर में क्या सिचुएशन है कि सिर्फ 66% जो इंस्टॉल कैपेसिटी है वो यूज़ हो रही है. नंबर ऑफ इंस्टॉल्ड लूम्स हैं करंटली वो लेस देन 1/5 ऑफ दोज लूम्स हैं जो कि 1950s और 60s में से जो हमारा स्टेटस था. तो यू कैन वेल एनालाइज the reduction in the number of working spindles and number of working looms. There is an important other area. According to the study done by Institute of Developing Economies, there has seen negative productivity in textile and garment sector. और उसकी मेजर जो रीज़न है वो फ्रेगमेंटेशन ऑफ दिस इंडस्ट्री है और शिफ्ट है जो कि लार्ज स्केल से हमने स्मॉल स्केल की तरफ किया है टेक्सटाइल सेक्टर में. So this is the very brief story of the issues or the textile sector of Pakistan. You will go through your textbook or recommended book for a comprehensive understanding. Although it has a major area to discuss, but we have to quickly go through in the video lectures. So next is the public sector industry. The public sector and the role of the government in general has been much maligned and discredited in the recent year. Not only publicly owned and managed industrial and non-industrial units have been handed over to the private sector, but the process of liberalization and deregulation adopted by underdeveloped countries, usually after this structural adjustment program, the role of a state or government is only with the provision of social and infrastructure facilities. That means market-oriented approach of the government has been further diminished. So role of the government has been reduced, and it is the common perception or common faith that the public sector enterprises used to be inefficient, they are costly to run, they used to have poor performance, and they are the big drain on the exchequer. Means वो जो कौमी खजाना है उसके ऊपर बोझ हैं. ये आर्ग्यूमेंट इसको जस्टिफाई करता है कि the state or the government should no longer subsidize loss-making enterprises. Rather, they should be either sold to the private sector so that they could be run and managed better in a better way. So students, interestingly, the role of the public industry or public sector industry in the 1950s was mainly to supplement and to assist the private sector. But in 1972 nationalization process reversed the whole trend, and with the public sector taking the lead. In 1952, Pakistan Industrial Development Corporation was created. Its basic objective to accelerate the rate of industrial development in the country. It was to invest in the fields of on those enterprises in which private investment is weak. And the major reason behind why the private investors were reluctant to invest in those enterprises because of their technological complexity or the lack of immediate profit potential. So PIDC का क्या काम था कि वो इस तरह के प्रोजेक्ट को इस्टेब्लिश करे और उसको फाइनली ट्रांसफ़र कर दे प्राइवेट सेक्टर को. So PIDC played which was established in 1952, they played very important role to fulfill its objectives. So PIDC played important role in initiating many projects like in jute industry, fertilizer, heavy engineering and cement industry. In 1972 to 1977, the role of the public sector was considerably expanded. As you all know कि 1972 में nationalization का एक wave था. So by 1977, the government was involved in finance, manufacture, transport, communication, construction, energy, and almost all the sectors. So government was heavily involved in all these sectors. After 1977, the role of the public sector again started to diminish. As you all know that there was a change of the government, and the coming government had different policy of denationalization. So the coming government did not increase the role of the government by establishing new public enterprises. तो जो रोल था या जो पब्लिक सेक्टर एक्सपेंशन थी वो इस नई गवर्नमेंट के साथ ही रुक गई, एंड विद द पैसेज ऑफ टाइम फर्दर जो है वो डिमिनिश हो गई. There is very important concern to know that the public sector enterprises, besides responding to the pure market criteria, they have social and political responsibilities. So their inclusion in the socio-political goals should be the main objective of the existence and operation of any public sector enterprise. Besides this, public sector enterprises को अगर हम study करें और if we see the statistics of 72 till 77, public sector enterprises performed far better in overall manufacturing sector. The important criticism against the public sector enterprises is their efficiency. So efficiency level across industries is independent of the locus of ownership. Means to say कि if we critically analyze, तो जो इनएफिशिएंट इंडस्ट्रीज थी उनकी ओनरशिप का फैक्टर नहीं था कि उनकी इनएफिशिएंसी जो है ना इंडस्ट्री के सामने थी. देयर वर अदर फैक्टर्स ड्यू टू व्हिच दोज इंडस्ट्रीज वर परफॉर्मिंग इनएफिशिएंटली, एंड दैट द फैक्टर वाज नॉट द ओनरशिप विद द पब्लिक सेक्टर. So wherever we see industrial inefficiency, there should be steps taken to improve the situation, and regardless of the locus of ownership. But by 1990, much has changed in the world and in the public policy and in the Pakistan as well after the structural adjustment program. I hope I tried to explain in a very simple way the issues of textile industry and briefly as well, and the public sector enterprises. The rest of the issues we'll discuss in the next video.